I survived New York City for 4 years as a skateboarder. A city that precipitates a third of the year and is too cold to skate the other third. That leaves 1/3. After my most recent Paris trip, I thought, I'm a city boy. And I even considered, maybe we belong in a place like New York, babe. And babe said, fine, let's go to New York. And we did, a couple weeks ago. Let's start off with the most obvious and egregious part of New York, the price. Just watch this video of us arriving to New York. Okay, here we go. Let's check out the giant bathroom. Sorry, I don't have the lid down, but I can almost stand without touching both the toilet and the sink at the same time. We migrate this way. Hey, babe.
It's tiny.
It's pretty damn tiny. You can see my shoulders. They're like 1 foot on each side, looking solid. Here's the room. Oh God, literally tripped as soon as I walked in. Enough to have luggage, but not to fully open it up. Little closet. Turn around, bada bing, bada boom, and check out our amazing New York view. This is $450 a night. Worth it. That room was like $450 a night. We paid $50 more and we actually upgraded to a room twice the size, but that's the problem. It seems like New York just says, give us all your money and we'll give you something. In fact, the price of our last apartment has actually doubled. That doesn't happen in real estate, but it doubled. The obviously worst factor is the weather, and then also I like to bring my skateboard in a car and you don't drive there. So everything you have, your camera, everything, you always have to carry on you. But it also has this weird effect to where when you step outside, it still feels like you're inside. The buildings are so tall, it just feels like you enter a slightly bigger room. Anyways, I can't believe I lived there for so long. Right now, I'm good in Texas. The weather is perfect. I can skate pretty much all year. It barely ever rains. Kind of reminds me of one other place in America that we've considered potentially moving to, but in reality, there's only 2 places in America that I would even consider living in right now. And I say America because I would live in probably other countries. I would live in Paris, Korea, Japan, but for now, if I'm in America, I'm good. Going skateboarding right now is probably a bad idea. It's so windy that things are hitting my car. Oh my God. It's literally a windstorm. I set up a new board, I did some yoga, I'm at the park, and it's so windy that the temperature is dropping 30 degrees to 12 degrees by tonight. So it's dropping 30 degrees and it's gonna end at 12 by tonight. So this is bad. Oh my God. I came here because I had 3 tricks that I really wanted to try. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tinker for a second and then just run to my car as fast as possible. Face is completely frozen. And the reason the tricks got harder and harder is because my trucks were freezing and I couldn't turn. So I'd be going at the ledge and I'd have to like tic-tac just to get to the ledge. And then when I stopped, I have to turn around, the wind's going that direction. So it's just like crushing my face. I'll get back to you when my mouth is less numb. So this cold front is actually gonna last 3 days, so I'm kind of stuck inside, but this is kind of a perfect representation of New York City. This is why I brought it up, because I knew that I would have to hibernate. But in New York, I had to hibernate all the time, and sometimes I would even go out when it was 10 degrees just because I needed to get a video done. Let's talk about dreams and aspirations just a little bit. I'm actually genuinely curious what yours are because I was just watching this video by Super Eye Patch Wolf. He was talking about Chainsaw Man, this new anime, and kind of the theme, it's literally the most hyped show of the last whatever. It's so hyped. I'm even wearing the merchandise on my shirt, and I have posters that I made myself. So yeah, I'm part of the hype. I like it a lot. Also, yeah, check out Studio Trippy. Link in description. I designed this shirt myself. Regardless, part of the theme of the show is having little ambition and how one character hates the fact that another character basically has no will. And the whole theme is that the generation after my generation doesn't have the same kind of will and aspirations because they're not as delusional. Should I turn off the AC? For me, I've had so many strokes of luck at this point that I thought that it was all my work ethic leading to this this and this, but I've kind of just gotten lucky a lot of times and found results and found the right people and just ended up in the network that worked well to kind of build on my career. But I'm finally hitting the roadblocks that obviously everyone hits. I mean, I've worked plenty of jobs growing up, but you start to see how sometimes you have a stroke of luck, you work even harder, and somehow you're obtaining less results. And this, I can feel, is that endless trap that millennials like myself end up in all the time, where we end up just working harder, not working smarter, but also for things that we don't really need. To me, I know my wife wants a home, so I was like, okay, that's a pretty simple thing, but it seems like no matter how good of a year that either of us have, a home is just off the table to people like us. I guess I just wanted to share my insight in case you were a little younger, or if you are my age or older, kind of what your mindset is about the whole situation. Do you actually hope to have the normal things that America kind of showed us earlier on, like a home, a family, the kids, the nice car, I don't know, just like the standard private school? Like, are these the things that you aspire to, or are you just like, yeah, I'm just trying to kind of get by and survive, and I don't really want any of that? My brother and I pretty much grew up the same way, but he is totally good in his world. He doesn't even care about relationships in a sense, and I'm like the opposite. Like, I'm always trying to build, and you know, I make these videos kind of about that as well, and it's, who knows what's right? I guess it's subjective to the individual. Sorry to bring adulthood onto anyone watching trying to avoid the conversation, but adulthood is going to be different if you are younger than me, because my adulthood is way different than the ones explained to me growing up. People are like, oh my God, wait till you're older. It's gonna be like this, this, this. It's nothing like anything said. And a lot of the advice that I was given growing up is complete bull malarkey. It has no effect on reality now. So even the advice, if I was trying to give it for the next generation, like invest in this, make sure you focus on this and this and this and this, it would just not be useful in the future because your future is going to be so much different. So I guess maybe kids are just smarter now, where instead of thinking that they can obtain the future, they just exist in the moment now. That is the beautiful moment. And you just try your best in any given moment because the future is so unpredictable. Which I think is a beautiful message that the next generation has provided me. I am obsessed with learning what the younger people have to offer because I genuinely think some of the best advice and the most empathy comes from the newest generations and the youngest people. So I'm always trying to keep my ear to the ground to hear what the youth has to say. I know that sounds super boomer, but I don't really trust the generation before me. I trust all the newer generations. That's it. I just wanted to go on a little rant. The next couple of videos will probably be me doing like funny things within the office, reacting to skate TikToks and things like that. Very YouTube-y things. I hope that's okay because I'm stuck inside anyway, so what can I really do? Thanks for watching. If you do want to support, you can check out Studio Drippy. I've been posting more things on there and I will be updating new product very consistently. So if you are interested in anime, of course, all the merch has to do with that, and it's inspired by that. So thank you so much for everything. Take care, progress daily, and keep killing it.